So I just have a funny thought about me and people and how I go through the world or whatever. I was watching I think it was a Tucker Carlson podcast. And you had some guy on there talking about doing ayahuasca and shit. He says he's done it over 10 times. It's definitely not addictive. But anyway, he said he learned something about himself. Well, I learned a lot of things, but one of them was dealing with people. And, like people in the store that you see every day, whatever. And he realized that he was never friends with them or chatted with them because he thought he was better than those people. And he realized he was wrong. And just those few words made me think about myself and how I interact with everyday people that I see. I do go to some stores. I've been known to be a drinker. I'd go to the bar, not the bar, I'd go to the off sale, and would see the same people every day. Not every day, but you know what I mean. They know who I am when I come in. I know them when I come in, and they know me when I leave. The difference is, I know a guy like me, almost the same kind of life. Shitty childhood, shitty whatever. Everything's shitty. It's all somebody else's fault, blah, blah, blah. But he knows everybody by name. I was talking about somebody one day and he said, "Who is it?" And I'm like, "I don't know. She looks like this." And he's like, "Oh, that's blah, blah, blah." Anyway, my point is kind of like this, is I don't ask someone their name and try to chat with them because I don't think anybody wants to know me or chit chat with me. It's not because I think I'm better than anybody else. I could see somebody 100 times and not know their name and say, "How are you?" "I'm good. How are you?" "I'm good." "Oh, that's good." "Okay, have a nice day." "Yeah, you have a good night." All right. That's the extent of any of my relationships with people that I should and probably could be friends with. One day a few years ago, a lady complimented me. I shaved. And she said, "Oh, you look so much better." Something like that. And like a year later, we didn't even say anything about it. I've seen her 100 times after that. A year later, I gave her a $20 bill and said, "Thanks for the compliment," a year ago. And I meant it. It was the nicest thing anyone said to me in fucking 10 years. But anyway, still don't know her name. My point here is that when I don't communicate with people on that level, it's not because I think I'm better than them. I think it's they don't give a fuck who I am. They could care less and it doesn't matter. So it's not out of conceit that I don't ask. For me, to ask somebody their name almost seems rude for me because I just think differently than that guy did. He didn't acknowledge people because he thought he was better. I don't acknowledge people because I don't think I'm worthy. That's the difference. And that's the sad part. I need to change that. Next time I see that lady, I need to say, hey, you know what? What's your name? Like, but who cares what I've. Never mind. I'm just trying to say that if you've met, and I always post my shit publicly because I have one family member that doesn't belong to Facebook. Well, I have a million family members that don't pay attention to anything I have to say because I'm a fucking idiot. But I have one family member that I know that loves and cares about me, but she doesn't see my posts. So I pretty much post them all public. Not so all of you can enjoy my stupidity. It's so that my sister can see what I think. And she, once in a blue moon, makes a comment that's usually not nice, but she's just being honest. Anyway, I just wanted to say that if you're a person that sees me on Facebook and think, oh, that's that arrogant piece of shit, I'm the furthest thing from arrogant, I think. Unless you want to talk about certain conversations. But as far as human beings go, the last thing I think is I'm better than anybody else. I just wanted to say that. The guy made me think about it. Because I started thinking, maybe I should be going into these stores and saying, hi, what's your fucking name? You've known mine. You know, let's say I go into the co-op. You've known my name for 10 years. You say it every time I'm here. What's your name? But then it turns into a thing for me. Like, where do you go with that? Right? Are you married? Do you have kids? Do you want to sleep together? Like, what are these, where do these questions lead, you know? I don't know what I'm saying. Other than, I don't ask people their names and introduce myself and shit like that, like we're going to be friends, because I don't think there's many people that would want to be my friend. I just wanted to get that out. I should be more friendly to people.